Greetings. One of the biggest business in this world is based on ignorance. Now, you might think I was going to say war. Of course, war is big business. But when people are ignorant, they would give all their power, their energy away and do not even know it. You see, for example, there are millions of, not billions of people all around the world, especially people who look like me, who've been kept in mental slavery and who've been given their power away. Those who believe in the Lord our God, our Savior, our Redeemer outside of themselves. Those who, when they look in the mirror, they cannot see God. They're seeing a God of a different race, a people. And they're giving all their power to that race of people. And they're living in ignorance. And those are the same people who set up the school system a certain way. And set up the religious system and the political system a certain way. And they own the media too. And they are the people who run Wall Street. Therefore, if you understand where I am coming from, you will see how profitable a war is. Do you think they make guns and bombs for souvenir? You think they're going to make something and they're not going to use it and benefit from it? I remember quite vividly that there was a man named Joe Weider, and he had a brother named Ben Weider, and they used to run a bodybuilding federation named IFBB, and they were Jews. And doesn't matter how much black people was winning and was on top at the time in bodybuilding, he never used to put them on the magazine cover. And he used to tell the people, it's only business. It's only business. So you have to understand the business of war and who's going to benefit from it. You see, there are many people, even people in America, Congress, people in Israel, and most of those people, you know who run in America? The same people, okay? And they have stocks and bonds and so on in the weapon industry, in the pharmaceutical industry and so on. Why you think what was happening in 2020, what was happening, and why you think a lot of experimentation take place in that same place where they have the war going on? So, my brother and my sisters, the ignorant, religious and superstitious people who are suffering from a disease called parrotism. You see, parrotism is where you regurgitate and say back everything that you hear someone else say. You see, where I'm living, most people refer to a parrot as someone who like to talk, but that is not the true definition of a parrot. A parrot only say what the parrot hear you say, just repeating what you say. And that is what preachers, you go in some of the most poorest place in the world, and you'll hear the same preachers are preaching the same sermon and saying the same thing about Israel and fulfillment of prophecy and all of those bullshit with their Jesus and Mary story that been interpreted to you as literal and secular history. But what they don't want you to do is to transcend, to go into the mysticism part of what they are teaching, because that could only be known by experience. That's why when I sit and I speak, I know what I am saying. So all the ignorant people, the monkey people, I call them monkey, because monkey just means unestablished mind, an unorganized mind. Those people have no control over their mind. Those who are giving their minds to the news. You think I could look at any of those newscasts and get into my feeling and my emotion to say, oh, look how they're killing children, innocent children, and look how they're killing this, and look how they're killing that. It's a game. It's a war game. It's a game of profit and loss. Some people are going to lose because they themselves, they lost in this world. And they don't understand the game of life, and they don't understand how the game of life is being played, because they don't even know that they are eternal. You can't really die. Life can't die. You just transmute. It just metamorphosis taking place all the time. You see, that is why they don't want you to believe in reincarnation and so on, you know. No, they want to keep it ignorant. So when it comes to profit, as in PRFIT, when it comes to business, the most profitable business is keeping people in ignorance. Once you keep the masses in ignorance, that's how you'll have billionaires. And the billionaires will always be the people at the top of the food chain. So my brother and my sisters, don't get caught up with this war thing and the religious people talking about Israel and prophecy. Which prophecy? The one with the PH or the one with the FIT? You have to understand. Okay? So it's all about making money. It's all about business. You invest in the weapon industry, you're smiling all the way to the bank because stocks gone up. The same thing, those people who buy stocks and who knew about the pandemic, the scamdemic, 5 years before Bill Gates don't give you a hint. Those people who understand how to play the game, they don't buy stocks and bonds in that area. They become super rich by the time the scamdemic hit. People talking about the rebuking images. People was in the Caribbean was fighting for the job, to start the job and don't take the job. Was praying. Praying to Jesus. Praying to some white oppressor. Praying to thinking that there's some man who come and save them. Thinking that the world will come to end. Which world will come to end? When? Nobody leave here alive. No one leave this planet alive. Don't make nobody fool you. But you have to know how to play the game. Okay? Some people keep coming back and still getting caught in the game and then learning to play the game. So it's a game. Yeah, people are going to last their life. And they're going to another dimension. There's life after that. Because it's just basically, you realize if you can't breathe, you can't live, right? That breath of life in you is consciousness. It's pure consciousness. It can't be killed by an atomic bomb. The creation can't kill the creator. The perception can't be greater than the perceiver. Don't let nobody fool you. So, my brother and my sister, those of you who are listening to me, and those of you who do not think that I am crazy, because most people in my country will say, don't bother don't listen to him, he's a crazy man. He loses his mind. He don't believe in Jesus, he don't believe in this, he don't believe in that. Because they believe. And believe is based on uncertainty, but I am certain based on what I experienced. Because when I had my birth from the skull, nobody could convince me that there was a man 2,000 years ago with blonde hair and blue eyes that had a Jewish birth and he died for my sins. It's the big nonsense. So TBN is out here influencing people, and CBN and so on. And for years, I've looked at those channels and I've always been seeking to know, right? Because I always knew something that was wrong with Christianity, but I just couldn't put my hand on it. And I used to watch TBN right through whole day. I would watch TBN, I would listen to those people, I look at those people. It used to have this woman, the woman used to carry so much makeup, the people who was running it, Paul and Jen or whatever. She was wearing so much makeup. It's like, you could take this whole country with 120,000 people and take enough paint off that woman to paint everybody's face. And they was living in luxury, but they're telling you about Jesus coming and this and that and Israel and this. It's all bullshit. It's part of colonialism. That is why in all of these colonized colonies, the people still speaking this bullshit about God chosen people and Israel. I'm not afraid to say it's all bullshit. It's no Israel and no prophecy. That's what they want you to believe. You are a prophet. You can prophesy your life whichever way you want it to be. It is your own damn thoughts that's creating your reality and creating your personality. Everything based on energy, vibration, and frequency. Your air, wind, your air, water, earth, fire, and space. With the spirit. Your spirit. You're just having this human experience. So all of these things are happening in this physical, three-dimensional realm. It is the expression of people's mind, people's thought. And then they are taking your energy when you give it to them, because you're calling it prophecy. You're living your life based on how they want you to live their life to carry out their agenda. That's why they could tell you the things gonna happen before they happen, and that's why you can get tricked. I can imagine preachers preaching now that all the world gonna turn against Israel. I grew up in that kind of bullshit. That's how we were taught and raised. Yet we remain what? Broke, poor, miserable, the most mistreated people on the face of this earth, and they talking about Jesus Savior. Man, time for people to wake up. That's no Israel and no damn prophecy. They set up that. That become nation since 1948. That's something that was set up. My Lord, my God, my Savior, my Redeemer look just like me. Just like me. Melanated just like me. So my brother, my sisters, don't get caught up in the trick. Don't get caught up with all of the news, one-sided news. Don't get caught up with that. If you check the history of these people, everywhere they go, they plunder and they conquer and they colonize. So there is no Israel and no prophecy and all of that. They want you to have a religious and superstitious mentality, and you always be looking outwardly when you're supposed to look inside of you. Okay, everything is within you. You realize eternity itself is downloaded within you. You are one with this universe. You and the universe are one. The universe is in you. Everything you beholding is an outer projection. This is not even real. People getting caught up in all of the emotion and giving all of the emotion to war. And talking about how much people get killed. You realize when a man masturbate when he watch porn, you know how much sperm and how much children he killing there? You know what children he killing there? And who does run the porn industry? People need to wake up. That's the biggest problem. People need to wake up. And the same people who's going to church and talk about God and Jesus and end time, these are the same people who's going to vote for politicians. And you can't have a porn industry without a politician. You can't have war without a politician. You can't have bombs and guns without a politician. When are people going to wake up and get some common sense? I don't want to make this into a rant. I want to have fun. Okay, because life is all about having fun and learning to play the game. So my brother and my sisters, on this playing field, learn how to play the game and score the goals. Okay? Be goal oriented and learn the game. If you want to buy stock and weaponry, nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to condemn you. Whatever stocks you want to buy, you buy stocks. In it. Live life to the fullest and live your life whichever way you want it to be. The people who say, oh, I want to buy stocks and this and that, you do something else. If a woman give you, you say, hey, you ain't going to refuse. You see, so people just fool themselves. So my brother and my sisters, don't fool yourself. Be real with yourself and understand this world and what it's really all about. There's no right and no wrong. Only thinking make it so. It's time for people to wake up and stop being stupid. Those who talking about prophecy, they're living in stupidity, plain and straight. And I have no apology. I'm unapologetic for what I am saying because it is the truth. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, let go of all form of mental slavery. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you have a subscriber already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you like to get my books, you want to get my merch, you want to be a part of my Patreon community, you can get my course, The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And that's what people are donating at least $20 or more on my Patreon. But whatever you need, I just want to let you know that all the links are down below. check out all the links that are down below and follow your intuition. It is time for you to get into the business of living life on your own terms. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.